Here are the rules for the Agoge series. All eligible participants will remain at ringside for the entire series and will be referred to as the Wall. Entrant number 1 will enter from the back, followed by all participants. The next competitors will be called from ringside. After the first pinfall or submission, the next entrant will be chosen from ringside at random. If entrant number 1 defeats all opponents, they will earn an SOM championship match. If entrant number 2, 3, 4, or 5 wins the match, they earn the right to enter next week as entrant number 1. The only way to complete the Agoge series is to start as entrant number 1 and defeat all 4 opponents in a row.
Welcome everybody to the Agoge series. There he is. Made it through the gauntlet. Let's see there, but he kind of came in at the end of the party the last time he was here, right? Come on now. But man, what a win. Starting it off tonight. No stranger to the Agoge series. And here comes the Wall. A lot of partnerships being developed. There he is, right there. Wow. See somebody out there that was here for our invitation. There's your favorite family member, Cousin Condry. And when is Hunter going to get his shot? It's only a matter of time, man. I mean, he has been aching to get in the ring every time they go to say a name. Look
the
at
following
it.
is the Agoge Series Challenge match. In the ring, entrant number 1, Nathan Cross.
Look at him. He's just begging to be in there.
Your challenge has been accepted. Brandon Moore.
Oh, Brandon Moore coming in firing on all cylinders.
Well, he's definitely been chomping at the bit. If anybody's been chomping at the bit to get in the Agoge series, it's this young man right here.
Flipping over. Oh, Brandon catching him. Oh my God. The sit-down power bomb.
Well, he told me he has a motto for September. He said it's going to be a rough month for him, so it's going to be a rough month for everybody else.
Well, there's so
you
much
can take
coming
that however you want.
Here soon, and the Agoge match has been on fire the last few weeks. Of course, a brand new concept by SOM, exclusively by SOM.
And speaking of which, if you want to watch a lot of content at SOM, you got to know where to go get it. Tell them where to go get it, Bobby.
Ricky Morton's page on YouTube. You need to subscribe, only $4.99. And you get to see all of our content.
Have a seat, young man.
And of course, Ricky Morton is in the house tonight watching the Agoge.
Well, he knows there's a lot of eyes on the Agoge series, and Ricky Morton is just one of those, but
that's
it.
He's brought in this young man over here, Tank. Have you watched any of Tank yet?
I remember the first time I met Tank. The first time I met him was at a Control Your Narrative.
Yeah.
And
what a good kid he is.
And I've since seen him at NWA hanging out with Titus when he was there in Knoxville and a lot of the other NWA superstars.
And he got to come in and actually train with Ricky Morton.
He did.
Here recently, and you know.
Well, he's a superhero for a bunch of causes. You know that? I mean, you know that.
Young man is autistic, but it does not slow him down whatsoever. His dream is to be in the middle of that ring. And there's oh my God,
good
what a running knee.
Pitbull. Look at Dallas.
Brandon Moore dropped down. Nathan Cross
Something's
getting
going
a
on
2 count.
A little disturbance in the wall over here. A little bit of. You got Kazana over there stirring the pot. I know he's your buddy, but man, he just kind of gets things going. Him and Golden.
Now he's over there with Condrey, and it looks like the Golden Child. Oh, that was a bad move for the Golden Child over there. But back to the ring we go. Nathan Cross and Brandon Moore rolling him up.
And that's it.
Oh, there we go.
Bridge
The
there by
winner
Cross.
of the first contest, Nathan Cross. Your challenge
number
has
one,
been
right?
That
accepted.
was number one.
Santiago.
Wow, Santiago.
This is a rematch. Santiago. Oh, my God, coming out strong.
He's been a Cinderella during all of these kind of series here.
He really has, and he's proven himself so much in the Agoge series. Fans of SOM just cannot stop talking about it.
I tell you what, you're around my age group, so back in the day they had Global Wrestling, and there was a little guy called the 1-2-3 Kid, Lightning Kid.
Absolutely.
And he went through their little series they had there on ESPN.
Yeah.
This guy right here reminds me of him, but 2.0,
I mean, he comes out here every week and puts in the work, and he is fighting everybody on our roster. It does not matter who it is. I think he's went about with everybody on the roster. I don't think there's anybody he hasn't fought yet.
And I'm trying to look here through I think he's been in almost every Agoge series that we've had at one point.
Just about.
In any position, from the beginning to the end. But it's a slippery slope. Once they get to the top, somebody just pulls them right out.
It really is.
They get right there, and we've seen it happen time and time again.
We've talked about the conditioning that you have to have for this match.
Yes. Now, Santiago, he trains specifically for the Agoge series.
He does.
And
oh, my God,
does Referee Joe.
Suplex.
Did you know that?
Referee Joe is a surprise.
He's a specimen, too, dude. He
really is.
Don't let that little shirt there fool you.
He is a School of Morton referee and a student.
And he always
One
says
of these days, I think we're going to see Referee Joe do some really great things because he's in here putting out the work. And that's what it's about, is coming in, putting in the work, and that's what they do here at School of Morton, is we put in the work.
Well, that's one of the reasons the Agoge series is at SOM and nowhere else, because it gets these guys really into it. Instead of sitting around for 30 hours, hurry up and waiting, they got to get right in there. They got to go. And you're in front of your peers. They're not back there in the back in the locker room or in the back in the locker, the parking lot. They're right there.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
And that's it. I love Santiago, but that's it.
Yep.
The winner of this challenge, Nathan Cross.
Number 2.
Your challenge has been accepted. Casey Kazana.
Wanted to come in. Oh,
again.
Casey Kazana coming out like a shot. We've seen him in this Agoge as well.
Oh, he says it has his name on it. Which didn't make him have a lot of friends here at SOM after he mentioned that.
Well, we saw him last week come out like he was being fired out of a gun against the Golden Child there. And I still don't think that
forearm there. Nathan Cross.
That happened the way it was supposed to.
Once again, we want to thank
I still haven't got to see a replay for that one, and they still won't show me a replay for that one.
Well, speaking of replays, we want to thank everybody that watched Overdrive, got the pay-per-views, which now we can go on and have more pay-per-views.
There was so much that happened at Overdrive, and
we knew the whole landscape was going to change at SOM after that pay-per-view. We knew it.
We absolutely did, and we love doing our pre-shows and stuff like that. That's we're going to get a lot more chance to talk to our superstars and find out more about them.
And we talked about personality profiles here at SOM. That's definitely going to be something that you guys need to get used to.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot they need to know about these guys.
These guys deserve their time to show you who they really are.
And just a small tidbit about myself, my debut here at SOM was June the 6th, 2020. First time I did commentary at SOM. 3 years ago. On After Dark. So, wow, 3 years kind of flew by pretty fast. You know, and a couple weeks later, I was with Matt Rhodes. And then here we went. Down the road, baby.
Well, I'm coming up on my first year.
Yeah, it flies, don't it?
It does fly. And I couldn't be any happier to be part of such a great program.
It is, and it was a transition for me, and like you and I, every week we have it's all learning experience for everybody here at SOM.
Well, every week we spend a lot of time talking and trying to, you know, not only help these kids hone their craft, but help ourselves own our craft.
That's right. We put in the reps here too, just as much as these guys.
And yeah, I really can't wait until we start the personality profiles. That's going to be a lot of fun.
That's right. We got so many
kids
people
have
here.
a lot to say. They really do. Oh!
The winner of this
for
contest,
Kazana.
That's
Nathan
an upset,
Cross.
actually.
That could be an upset right
Your
there.
challenge has been
And
accepted.
the only way
Michael
I'm saying that is
Gabriel.
because
And here comes the heights of Zion.
the mighty staff, right? And they're all
The book of Gabriel coming out firing.
fresh. I think he likes kicking people out of the state. You know it?
I think he does too. Of course, last we saw,
Whoa.
or at Overdrive, of course, him getting rid of Jordan Cruz. And I was just starting to like him.
You and the SOM universe, so
I think they were too. But of course, this guy comes in and again puts in the work, and he is becoming better and better every week.
oh, wait a minute here. Hey!
Oh, what was that?
I tried not to see it on
James
the monitor.
Anthony out of nowhere, knocking Nathan Cross out. Michael Gabriel going to capitalize. Oh, whatever.
The winner of this Agoge series. And competing next week as entrant number
Go to the church.
one,
Well, I
Michael
guess Nathan Cross
Gabriel.
doesn't get his chance again. And Michael Gabriel will start it off next week right here on the Agoge.
And there you go. This might be the first person to go all the way through with the power of the Zion. Church of Zion's got big things.
He's
on the
got
horizon.
a big mountain of Zion to climb.
And I think he's
because
looking at
that man gets in there. I'm sorry to say, but it's going to be over with for just about everybody on this roster.
I've been stirring that pot for a couple weeks here. Judas is on the pedestal.
Oh, Judas has been furious about it because he still hasn't gotten a shot.
He was glad I brought that to light because he's been really petitioning about why this is happening.
Absolutely chomping at the bit. But again, he'll have to wait until next week.
That's right, and you will too.
Right here on the Agoge.
Oh, check it out. Watch all the other ones too.
You need to keep up with it. Have a good night.